Hi, I'm Shane and we're live at Haynes in Maidstone this Friday evening, and we're going to be talking about the Fiesta and going live with the all-new Fiesta. Before we begin, just a couple of safety messages to get across. We're all observing the social distancing guidelines, and Max, our cameraman, Max, if you give us a thumbs up please. He's in full PPE, so don't be alarmed if you think he's getting too close to us. I'm going to introduce you to everyone. So first of all, we've got...
Hi, Alex. I'll be going through the Fiesta ST models.
Matthew, and I'll be talking mainly about the titanium and perhaps one or two of the other models as well.
Hello, I'm Harry, and I will be taking you through the ST line models, as you can see. And firing the show.
That's great. In the office we've got Sue from our marketing team, who's going to be handling all the questions that are coming through as well. And a bit later on we'll get her to give you a wave. We've also got some peace of mind offers to talk to you about during the event, so pay attention to them. And we're going to start off with Matthew, who's going to cover the all-new Fiesta Titanium. Over to you, Matthew.
Thank you. Harry, you can scoot it out of the way. So this model here, you can pan around Max, is the titanium. To put that in context within the Fiesta range, the range starts with the Trend as the entry version now, so the Z-Tech is gone, that's no more. Trend is the entry version. All Fiestas will feature things like alloy wheels, privacy glass, lane keeping aid, so if Max can show you the camera up at the front of the screen here from the outside, Max, that'll be keeping an eye on the road ahead, guiding the driver, keeping them within their lane if they get distracted and start to move out. So that stands across the Fiesta range. This one, as I say, is a titanium, so that's the first model moving up in the luxury side of the range, featuring 10-spoke alloy wheels. Around the front, it's got the distinctive titanium chrome grille that you often see on other Ford models, as well as the LED headlights with the running lights around, fog lights which light up and look into the corner as you're nighttime driving. Titanium only available as a 5-door. For the sportier 3 doors, you need to look elsewhere in the range. Later on, we'll be showing around the inside of the car, but that's a brief summary of the outside of Fiesta Titanium. Shane, back over to you.
Thank you for that, Matthew. Just a question that we had come in, Matthew, earlier on was, does the Fiesta Titanium have keyless entry?
The Titanium doesn't, no. It has keyless start. So to start it, we'll be foot on the clutch and press the button to start it. For keyless entry, you'd need to go up to the Titanium X model. That's one of the differences between the Titanium and the X, would be that would add the keyless entry to it. It does have power folding mirrors though, so if you lock the car, the mirrors will tuck themselves away. When you unlock, they pop out and light up the ground next to the car. Nice little luxury touches on the Titanium.
That's great, thank you, Matthew. If you've got any questions for Matthew on the Fiesta Titanium, if you can ask them in the comments box below now, and then we'll answer them later on when we get to the Q&A session at the end. We're going to move over to Harry now, and Harry's going to show you the differences with the Fiesta ST line and talk to you through the car. This was also the car of the week, so we've got an offer to talk to you about on this later on as well. So over to you, Harry, thank you.
Hello, thank you very much, Shane. As you just said, my name's Harry, and I'll be taking you through the ST line Fiesta here at Haynes. As Matthew has just taken you through the titanium derivative over there, which is focused on comfort and the sort of the luxury facets of the car, the ST line is an accessible entry into the sporty nature of the Fiesta. Now, I personally have a very soft spot for Fiestas. I think they're one of the most fun cars that you can ever drive, and it's a rite of motoring passage to have owned a Fiesta at some point in your life. But if I can take you just round, Max, if you don't mind getting in the sort of difference of the aggressive lines compared to the shape and the styling of the titanium that you have just seen. So I don't know if you can see them currently, Max, but you've got the 17-inch alloys, the rock metal finish alloys down there. Standard issue on the ST line Fiesta. And then if I could just work you back round to the front, sorry, I beg your pardon, Max. We can see you've got the unique style, or the ST line style, grille and upper grille, and again this is completely unique to the ST line. So whereas the titanium that we've just been through centres on the sort of the comfort and the comfort features, the ST line is about the look and the aggressive body styling. And again, if I can just bring you round again, sorry Max. Now this particular ST line does come with the driver's assistance pack as an added extra, so if I can just point out, sorry, getting you all over the shop here Max, but just the rear view camera there. Brilliant feature, so you get your sort of the geometric lines and the solid fixed lines of direction of the car. Now, as Shane has said, this particular model is our car of the week, the offer of the week. So it is the standard car with the driver's assistance pack as well, and there was one other thing. But for just a deposit of £239, it is a payment of £239 as well. But it's the car of the week, so any questions, any inquiries, please get at us on Facebook and we will try to get back to you in this event. Thank you very much. I will pass you back over to Shane.
That's great, Harry. Thanks for that. Just on the offer of the week, Harry, it's on the Peace of Mind programme, is that correct?
It is indeed, sir. So that includes a 3-month deferred payment option. So technically you could drive away in this tomorrow and pay nothing until November. Obviously you can't drive away in this tomorrow, so please don't come in quoting that. But also as well, you've got the increased deposit allowance and the various features that benefit or will benefit you from the Peace of Mind programme currently.
That's great, thank you. If you go on to haynesford.co.uk/live, we've actually got all the details there for that particular offer. And I'm going to now take you over to Alex, who's going to discuss the Fiesta ST with you and talk to you about the exterior of the ST. And if you're just joining us, to say we're live in Haynesford in Maidstone and we're covering the Fiesta today. Alex, if you'd like to just take over, that'd be brilliant. Thank you.
Yes, so here we have the wonderful ST. This particular one's the ST3 in the Ford Performance blue colour. This one's a 5-door, but it is available in a 3-door as well, with the 1.5 Ecoboost 200 PS engine. As you can see at the front, it's got the LED projector headlamps, and this one has the 18-inch alloy wheels, whereas on the ST2 it comes with the 17-inch alloys. You've got the brake calipers there in red, which complements obviously the ST look with the grille and the bumper and scuff plates as well. As we move around the back of the car, you can see the dual chrome exhaust on the back. And the ST3 does come standard as well with rear view camera and sensors, as you can see there as well. It does come with the keyless entry and the keyless start. And all round a fantastic vehicle. Now we do have an offer on this one as well, which is, this one's not available. This one is actually our demonstrator. So this one's available for test drives, but we do have an offer on our similar vehicle, 3-door in the same colour, which is on 329 and 329. So £329 deposit, £329 per month. And that is available on the Peace of Mind scheme, which you can, again, defer your payments also. Back over to Shane.
That's great, Alex, thank you for that. And again, the details for that offer will be coming up in the comments box shortly from Sue in the marketing team, so she will post the full details on that. Just to recap, Alex mentioned that was available for test drive. The car is available for test drives. Following all the government guidelines, we have safe test drive methods in place, and they are going to be unaccompanied. So if you want to get a test drive booked in any of the Ford range, put a note in the comment box below and we will contact you about it. We're now going to move on to Matthew, who's going to cover the interior of the Fiesta. So far you've had the exteriors of the full range, you're now going to go through the interiors of the full range, and again, if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below and we will answer them. Over to you, Matthew. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. So if I just open up the driver's door to show Max inside the car. Standard features in the Fiesta Titanium, as across the range, would be things like automatic headlights. The Titanium gives you automatic wipers as well, and cruise control and a speed limiter. Difference between those two being that the speed limiter will prevent you from going over a certain speed that you've set on the car. So if you're in a area with a speed limit 30 miles an hour, you can stop the car from going over that. So if you do lose concentration, the car will stop you going faster than you intended to, as well as having cruise control. Other features inside in the Titanium, you can probably see the pop-up screen there, just with a message about the battery status at the moment, but that would give you navigation, entertainment, DAB radio standard on Fiesta. You can also plug in your phone for music via that. There's a couple of USB ports you can plug your phone in. Also gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Car Auto, so you've got lots of entertainment choices in there, as well as being able to connect your phone via Bluetooth for phone calls, etc. You can probably see in there the gear knob, 6-speed gearbox is standard on the 1 litre. This is a 1 litre 125 PS car. The titanium interior featuring over and above the trend, the armrest in there, the dynamo upholstery. The Titanium X would give you part leather, as again one of those steps up to the next model. If we move around to the back of the car, we can see generous boot space in the Fiesta. This one 5-door, as we've shown before. That's right, Max, I'll open the boot for you. This one has a rear view camera. That's not standard, that's an option on this particular car. Inside, generous boot space. As you can see, 60-40 split, so you can vary the boot space depending on needs. A couple of markers there with the top tether. That's for child seats. Fiesta has ISOFIX points, 2 ISOFIX points, one either side. Some car seats need a tether that goes over the top, so Fiesta is ready to take child seats in the back. And I think we hand back over to Shane now.
That's great, thank you Matthew for that. Matthew, just a question on the titanium. Does it come with cruise control?
Excuse me, yes, Fiesta Titanium does come with cruise control. I think I might have mentioned it already. Cruise control standard. There is an option for adaptive cruise control that will come standard on the Vignale model, but there is either an exclusive pack or a driver assistance pack available on models of Fiesta that will give adaptive cruise control. The difference with that being that if you set standard cruise control at 70 miles an hour, the car would carry on come what may. With adaptive cruise control, the car will be keeping an eye out on the road ahead of you. If you come up closer behind a slow moving vehicle, it'll slow you down and maintain a fixed distance, so much more usable perhaps than cruise control. Yes, cruiser standard, adaptive as an option.
That's great,
Hope
thank you.
that answers that.
We've had a couple of questions. Sarah, we're going to answer your question on the colours at the end of the Q&A session. And Neil, it doesn't come in yellow, I'm afraid, but you can get an orange one if you go for one of the special ST Performance editions. And Jack, we appreciate your comments about how well this is going, so thank you very much. We're going to move on to Harry now. You've had the interior of the Fiesta Titanium. You're now going to be excited by the interior of the ST line, and Harry's going to talk to you about that.
Hello, again, thank you for joining us, and if you have only just joined in, we're live from Haynes, and this is the Fiesta. Matthew's just taken us through the titanium interior, and I shall be taking you through the heavily stylised ST line interior. Now, being introduced in 1976 and selling over 16 million units, I'm sure you can imagine that there's been various guises and different sort of looks to the Fiesta down the years, but the cockpit has received more facelifts in particular than Simon Cowell has. But I do believe and I do feel that this is the sleekest and most refined version of the Fiesta to date. So we've already been through the titanium, but if you can just, get in there Max, and detail the red stitching on the Sensico wrapped steering wheel, and again the red stitching on the upholstery. Again, the internal identical to the main differences in styling with the ST line to the other ranges, and it is everything right through to the sort of the carbon fibre-esque trim there is designed to give it that sportier look and sportier feel. Again, if I can take you into the back, and usually I would often buy you dinner first before I make that assumption. Again, Max, you've got the heavily detailed red stitching there, and as well, across the full Fiesta range, you have two derivative. And I believe that is it. I mean, I'd happily stand here and wax lyrical about the Fiesta, I really would, but I'm sure people have things to do with their Friday evenings after this. So I will pass you back over to Shane.
Thank you, Harry. That's brilliant. So we've covered the titanium inside and out, the ST line inside out. That will leave us to cover the ST now. So we're going to move over to Alex, and she's going to talk to you about the interior of the all-new Fiesta ST, and then we're going to go on to our Q&A session at the end, and that will be it for us. So over to Alex. Thank you very much.
Okay, so if I open the door up for Max to have a little look inside, you can see got the Recaro seats in this. So in the ST3, which you see here, it's the leather Recaro seats with the grey silver detailing. And if you go for the ST2, it'll be the cloth with blue stitching, but still Recaro seats. This will come with the heated seats and the heated steering wheel as well. And as you see, with the leather goes onto the steering wheel as well, with the handbrake as well, but that is standard with the ST2, so you've still got the leather on the handbrake and the steering wheel. The driver assistance features in this, you get traffic sign recognition and auto high beam. This particular car does also have the driver assistance pack on it as well. So as you can see, this has the door edge protectors. Open the door out, there you go. That's part of the driver assistance pack. Comes with the 10-speaker surround system as well, so the Bang & Olufsen sound system. And when you go up to the ST3, the performance pack is also standard, which has the launch control, shift indicators, and the Quaife limited slip differential, which is a bit of a mouthful, but improves the traction for high performance vehicles. Okay, so I will now be handing back to Shane.
That's great. So we just gathering all the questions up. Thank you for that, Alex. So if you've just joined us, we've been live at Haynes Ford covering the all-new Fiesta. The team and I have gone through the ST, the titanium and the ST line. We've also covered off the peace of mind offers, which we'll put live on our watch party next week, which the marketing team here will be doing. We've got a couple of questions that we're going to answer now for you. and then from that will be it from us. So, got some questions coming in. Harry,
Yes.
what are the service intervals on the Fiesta Ecoboost 1 litre engine?
Good question. So the service intervals, I mean, it varies on the ST models, and I will refer you to our performance specialist for the service intervals on those. However, on the 1 litre EcoBoost range, it is every 2 years or 18,000 miles, whichever one comes sooner.
Unless the car pops up with a message on the dashboard, it may let you know, depending on your driving style, that needs servicing a little bit sooner. But that's the standard interval. They may vary slightly.
If you joined us in our last event, you would know that the questions that Harry answered, Matthew would then answer as well. So don't be shocked by that. That is
It's teamwork, Shane. They work together.
that is normal. I've got a question for Alex. Alex, do all the Fiestas have power folding mirrors?
So yes, they will, apart from the trend, so all models will now have the power folding mirrors, which is good.
Okay, brilliant. There's another question, Matthew, will there be an electric version? Now, we've actually got some news for you about this. It's been released quite recently, so
not a full electric version, but Ford will very soon be starting production of the mild hybrid version. Those of you who have watched before will have seen us talk about mild hybrid in the Puma. Those engines are going to be coming across into the Fiesta as a 125 PS and 155 PS versions. Mild hybrid, just as a recap, the battery doesn't propel the vehicle, it supports the engine, which is how it now goes from 140, which is the top power in the 1 litre, up to 155. So mild hybrid coming soon as the first step of Fiesta electrification. Shane.
that's brilliant. Thank you, Matthew. Good answer there to that question. Harry, apart from the models that we've seen today, what other models are available in the Fiesta range?
So we've been through the Titanium and the ST line. You can get both. So there is a spec above in so much as the Titanium X and the ST line X, but we have not had time to include, unfortunately, the Active range. So the Active range is a sort of more rugged SUV appearance, and as well the Vignale we haven't had time to go through today, but the Vignale is the top spec, all singing, all dancing model. So there is a Fiesta to cater every need and every suitability. But I will pass you back over to Shane. Although actually, sorry, any questions about the Active or the Vignale, then please do contact us. Sorry, back to you.
That's great, that's brilliant. You get traffic announcements on your cars. Now, a lot of people don't know how this works. One of the questions we've got in is the fact that we're getting the free traffic updates. Is it free for life? Matthew knows the answer to that, and he's going to answer that now.
Yes, Matthew knows the answer to this one. Yes, I think you were referring to kind of traffic updates coming over the radio, perhaps. You can also get in the car live traffic, so it will update your sat-nav mapping with different colours on the roads to show slower traffic or heavy traffic. That's a live update, which comes as part of the Ford Pass Connect on the car. It comes for a year, I think it is as standard. Then you can pay, if you like having that feature, you can pay to upgrade and have a subscription to the live traffic beyond that. Currently about $59.99. But of course that will change over time as prevailing rates alter. So
That's great, thank you. Janet, just a question you've asked about the scrappage scheme. It has finished, but we have got the Peace of Mind office in place that are also really, really good. So it may be worth inquiring about that if you are interested. Have we got any more questions for you? We've got one more question to ask. Is Performance Blue available, Alex, on the other cars in the range, in the Fiesta range?
I just love the colour questions. So Ford Performance Blue on the Fiesta is only available on the ST, and you can also get it on the Ranger Raptor and the Focus ST as well, but for Fiesta is just the ST.
That's great. And Sarah, you asked the colour for the cars. Harry was going to answer this one. We've gone through most of the colours, haven't we, Harry? If you could cover
Yes.
for Sarah all the colours in the Fiesta.
So, much like there being a model to cater to your needs, there will be a colour to suit your needs as well. I mean, we've so far managed to think of a race red, a frozen white, a black, moondust silver, ruby red, chrome blue and desert island blue. There are a couple more that we couldn't sort of cobble together in the last couple of seconds, but as said, there is a colour to suit you.
magnetic.
Apologies, I'll hand you back over to Matthew in true Ford Live form.
Just to finish off Harry's question, we think you've missed out magnetic, which is the grey. That's very popular.
I've almost definitely missed out magnetic.
That's great. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. As I say, we've covered everything. If you've got any questions and you're watching this after it's gone live, stick them in the comments box below and we will answer them throughout. And if you've got any questions for the team, then we are here on hand. And that's it from us. Thank you very much and we hope you enjoy your weekend.